The princess never expected that at the moment she was about to be killed by a monster. The man everyone considered a worthless waste stepped in front of her. With one hand, he lifted the monster, then used a single skill to annihilate all of them. In his past life, the man had been so powerful that the world, fearing his strength, banded together to kill him. With his final breath, he wished upon the gods for an ordinary life in his next reincarnation. The gods heard his plea and rebirthed him as the eldest son of a duke. He should have been a respected young lord, but for 15 years, everyone scorned him as trash. He received no divine blessing, something unheard of in his family. As the firstborn, this brought shame upon the household, and he was exiled to the borderlands. But Jack wasn't saddened by the exile. It meant freedom from his family and a chance for a quiet, peaceful life on the frontier. Of course, the journey included a heroic rescue. At that moment, the princess was under attack by monsters. Her guards were fighting, but the monsters kept regenerating no matter how many times they were struck. Soon, the guards fell badly wounded. Just as the monsters were about to reach the princess, Jack, who had wanted to keep his power hidden, recalled a childhood memory. When everyone mocked him as worthless, only the princess had stood up for him. It was the first time he felt trusted by someone. To protect that trust, Jack activated his power. He appeared instantly in front of the princess, hoisted a monster with one hand, and used his divine eye ability to see its weak point. One finishing move later, all the monsters were gone. The wounded guard was on the verge of death. What seemed like a tragic farewell turned around when Jack cast a healing spell. Not only were the injuries gone, but even the armor was restored to its original state. The princess asked what kind of power could do such a thing. These were abilities Jack had carried over from his past life. Not knowing how to explain, Jack let the guard's vague answer cover for him. The princess explained she had come to this border region because of a revelation she received days earlier, directing her to the village of Crumb on the frontier. If Jack hadn't intervened, who knows what might have happened. Since Jack was also heading to the border, he joined the princess in her carriage. Soon they reached the village, but no one was in sight. They feared the village had been attacked by monsters, yet there was no sign of them. Then they found everyone gathered outside the chief's house. A man was being thrown out by the village chief. The princess was surprised to meet an old acquaintance here, and even more surprised to learn he was the current divinely blessed hero. According to the revelation, he was the one who needed help. Hans explained what had just happened. While traveling, he passed through this village and encountered a girl fleeing from being offered as a sacrifice. He went to ask the chief about it, but the chief told him not to interfere. Hence the scene they witnessed. The princess assumed the sacrifice was demanded by a dragon, but Jack reasoned it was likely offered in exchange for the dragon's protection.